A warm welcome to Anuradha Vedic Astrology. Let's talk about tarot today. With the ongoing situations, tarot is one of the best methods, apart from mundane, that will tell us how to understand things, because what is on our minds and what is happening in the universe, or rather our universe, the earth, is something that is very poignant, that is very strong, and will always be able to give its impressions through the tarot. So let's talk about a few things that I was working on, or rather few questions that were asked to me. The first question was, as is we know is obvious, is when will this war, be it the Iran-US war or the Israel-US and Iran war, when will it stop? While I was trying to pick out the cards, the first card that dropped was the Fool in reverse. Let's listen to its impact. The Fool in reverse means this war is not going anywhere. This war is an unnecessarily element, and where people are being reckless, people are not working according to certain rules, laws, and people are being absolutely without any thought, without any consideration for where they are going. The war is a very mindless thing that is happening at the moment. We all are aware of it, and to some degree we know that that's the truth. And again, the question still remains, when will the war end, or for how long will it continue? See, the second card that fell out was Two of Swords. The Two of Swords, you see, is a person sitting on a bench in a state of status quo. She is undecided. She has her swords in two directions when balanced, but undecided. So what I feel is that they will not be continuously fighting the war. There will be sporadic fights, and they will not come to any conclusion anytime soon. When I picked up the cards, because these were the fallen cards, and I always tell you, when cards come out on their own, they have a message to give. So when I was picking out the card, that is the first card, when will this war end? The swords represents month. Okay, so somewhere between 9 months to 1 year. But along with it, they also give you a very strong indication. What does that say? It says that this war will bring in a lot of mental health issues, a lot of losses and crying, as you can see that the person is doing in this card, and along with it there will be financial problems also, because this is a page of finance which is reversed. We do not, and it's one of the code cards, so it does talk about a very strong financial impact that we are going to feel by the end of 1 year, by the end of 2026, or rather by the beginning of 2027. So the next question that was put forward to me was, when will or how will be the impact on business? How will the war impact the business? So the first card that, as I said, when you keep working on the cards, some cards come out on their own. The Sun came in the reverse. What it told me was, there will be an impact on the business. The business may not be that hunky-dory. Things will go down. But the best part about the Sun card is that when it comes, it brings hope with it, and in the reverse also, it is not that bad a card. It brings in a lot of hope with it. So the business, I believe, will continue. It will not be that badly affected. It will give some amount of, it will have its impact, no doubt. There will be grey clouds all over the horizon for some time, but again the sun will come out shining. And one impact is, yes, a lot of business will have a proper butchering, so as to say, because they might go into a wrong sector, they might get literally killed for certain reasons. But if you are smart, as the Seven of Swords say, if you are smart and if you are careful, you might also win a lot of things, and you might go into a better position. So all that is required is being a lot of alertness, and this person to some extent is also a cunning person. So you do need to have a very sharp business sense to be accumulating your wealth, and to take advantage of the fact that business may not be that bad for you. So now the next question was, when will the share market stabilize? Because there's lots and lots that have been invested in the share market. So people are worried, when will it stabilize? Now one card that dropped out when I was picking up those cards was the reverse of Four of Wands. But then there was a happy card that dropped off too, and that was Queen of Cups. When we talk about the reverse of Four of Wands, the ones representing weeks, it may take some time, more than 4 weeks, for things to stabilize in the share market. But the kind of stability that you're hoping for may not be very, very strong. It can still be on a shaky ground. So we need to be at least be careful when we're talking about the share market. But the thing was, it was followed by the Queen of Cups in the direct. So I can tell you that it is good news that not too much of shakiness. There will be some satisfaction that you will derive after 4 weeks when the share market goes into a strong position. Now let's talk about the Magician. As they say, there have been a lot of I can say that there is a lot of speculation without accurate data being analyzed, and that is causing a lot of panic in the share market. The Magician talks about something that one is working on, one is learning, one has an aptitude. It's kind of an intern. The interns or the people who are working on the share market are not getting to the base of the data, not analyzing it properly. So that is also causing a lot of panic in the market. That's one thing. And the other is, if you follow the leader, or should I say, because see, it's again a major arcana card, which is the Hierophant. Okay, it's the number 5. In the middle you will see that when people who are very strong, who have learned things very well, and who are heading organizations, when they step in to stabilize the markets and the people who are learning will listen to all that is to be said, the markets will start going into a stabilizing mode. That's a very strong thing that you will see. And finally, when we talk about the Knight of Swords, of all the knights, this is the one who's always raring to go. So the share markets is most likely to pick up after 5 weeks. That is all I can tell you, because when we saw the Four of Wands and then we saw the Queen of Cups and then we seeing the 5 in the middle coming up, I'll tell you the 5 weeks, watch out for 5 weeks, and then you can take a call. So the Knight of Wands, people will help in stabilizing the market, and then the Knight is raring to go. Now the next question is, as usual for businessmen, which business sectors will work out? As I said, I always, and it's very repetitive, but I always give a lot of importance to cards that fall out. The first card that fell out on its own was Nine of Cups. Cups represents food, they also represents emotion, they also represent. Nine of Cups is a happy man. So I would say any food and drink sector, that is important a sector. Okay, anything that makes you happy, a person happy, that's a sector that will really boom during this time. One card that did not come out well when I asked which sector will go up. This is a sector, this is a traveling sector. Okay, the Six of Swords, it is a person moving away from another place. So it might be that people can be migrating in very volatile situations, so that migration can work out, but traveling definitely is not working. Migration is a possibility, but traveling is not. And when you talk about which sectors are booming, many sectors will open up. We'll see a lot of sectors opening up, but not all of them will succeed. Another card, unfortunately or fortunately, that came up was Fight. Can you see the strife in the Five of Wands? So sectors which are relating to arms and ammunition will also go up very high. This is business that we see. Now there was, because I wanted other options, I picked up another card, and that card which I picked up was a sunny card. Which card was it? It was the Queen of Wands. When we talk about the Queen of Wands is very much an energetic person. She always wants to do something. She is into a lot of sports. So the sports sector is one sector that I would say will also go up. People would want to see a parallel for the war, where the war is a very dangerous thing and people would want to move into a happy situation, and the winnings always bring in a lot of happiness. So one thing is, the games is a sector, or sports is a sector that's going to go up, and the second sector that we will see a boom in is also advising. This lady is very good. The Queen of Wands is very good in helping others, advising others, showing them the way. And so the counseling section will also boom up during this time. When we talk about business, one sector that is very much affected is the business of export and import, because due to war, their things may not be able to make way to the other continents and things like that. So what is the prediction that the tarot gives for the export and import business? The ones that I see it is the Emperor coming up. Don't worry, your business is safe and secure. The Emperor is sitting very tightly and it's telling you globally it is possible for you to do business anywhere that you want, but the disclaimer is you are watchful and you are ready for all kinds of situations. Otherwise, your business is good to go. The second card that worked up was the Knight of Swords. Be careful, do not be rash, but be careful, and you can be ambitious, you can take your work abroad, you can make sales overseas, that's not a problem at all. And finally, this import export business is going to boom, if I can say so, because the 8 of Wands show perfect landing, and this is a case of victory. They're in the air, you're going to go, don't you worry. So write in how you found this video. Until we meet with you again, stay safe.
Please hit the bell icon for fresh updates. Don't forget to like, share and comment on the videos, and please subscribe to our channel.